Hello you guys, this is Mrs. Jacqueline. I'm holding you up. I would never hold you down because what goes around comes back around. Real estate, what's going on with the real estate right now? Leave in a comment what you think is going on with real estate right now. I go to all kind of real estate tax meetings. I love to keep up with this stuff. I love to stay current with this stuff, and my small business clients. That is important to me to stay up on the information. Sometimes we gather information, we don't know what to do with it, and we don't know what information we need to gather. So today I would like to know you guys' thoughts on what's going on with real estate. What are your thoughts? And I'm going to share with you really quickly some of the things that I've learned, I've been through. I was basically going to the library, reading. The library was a big Google, then speaking to your phone and get the information. So I went to the library, and the librarian said, hey, she said, I don't know a lot about real estate, but I hear everybody talking about Donald Trump, that he's a real estate guru. So I was like, cool. I got the book and I read it, and I remember it was a lot of things in there, but in particular, I remember him talking about what's happening right now. He was saying that there's going to be a big separation from the poor and the rich, and I was like, that's already. But I didn't know anything about the middle class. And he was saying how the middle class is going to have this rough time, and I'm learning all the time. I have a lot of experience and a lot of things, but I'm constantly learning. I'll never stop learning. But I didn't understand how much the middle class depended on the feds. I just didn't know that. I just thought the middle class was elite from that, and that wasn't something I didn't know. I wasn't raised in a middle class home. I was raised in a home full of love and common sense and beauty. One of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, my mom. But I also talk about 1040, how I didn't understand and didn't know 1040 because we were on welfare. We didn't get 1040s. You don't get a 1040 when you're on welfare. You get your check on the first of the month. So there's a lot of things I didn't know that I had to put together coming from humble beginnings, coming from the projects. Leave in the comments if you're from the projects, if you're from humble beginnings, and there's a lot of things you just wasn't exposed to. Leave it in the comments. I want to hear about it. But I was intrigued and infatuated with real estate, and I just didn't even know how. And I remember when I was talking to my realtor, it was Twin Cities Real Estate. Twin Cities Real Estate. I hope I'm saying that right. And Mrs. Wallace sold me my first duplex in North Minneapolis. I was African-American, black-owned real estate company in North Minneapolis, right on 26. So shout out to you, and thank you so much for introducing me to my first property. I greatly appreciate you guys. But I was hungry. I wanted to know about real estate. It's a lot of hope lost. You really don't have a lot of hope about certain things. You see people just kind of like give up, because the federal government, they're not going to help us. We are kind of used to not having any expectations from the government. It's either do or don't do. You have to figure things out on your own. You get a certain amount of money every single month, and that's it. And sometimes they'll give you a raise, $1, $2, and people talk about it. Oh, they gave us $3, $4. A lot of people are talking about how these big companies are coming in buying billions and billions of dollars worth of real estate. This is in the book. Donald Trump talked about this in the book. He was going to say that he was saying buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate, because it's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to purchase it. You're not going to be able to afford it. Isn't that what everybody is talking about right now? A lot of people are fearful that they are not going to be able to purchase. Big companies are coming in and they're buying so much real estate, billions of dollars worth of real estate, not millions. They're talking about the banks. They're talking about Microsoft. They're talking about Amazon, how they're buying all of this real estate. And I've always understood, for some reason, I used to be a money chaser. I just didn't know how to figure it out. I knew chasing money wasn't right, but I didn't know how to get out of that mindset. And I used to always have conversations with my mom. I said, Mom, I don't think it's the money. I think it's the power people want. Money, respect, and power. I don't know how I understood that, but I was like, that's that 1% that they're talking about. The power, control. where you live, how you live. Since the World Wide Web, it used to just be the project. You just set everybody in the projects and you knew they weren't going too far. Well, at least people thought they weren't going too far, but the World Wide Web came out and people got to think. And you kept seeing these YouTubes and everybody talking about how it's all of these millionaires coming, there's 13 millionaires coming out every second. Well, the big powerful people had to get a grip on that and control that, or they won't be the 1%ers, right? So I want you to leave your comment about that. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Some of this stuff is common sense. If you're losing control to people, everyday people that are from the projects, that are from low income, Section 8, humble beginnings, and they're becoming millionaires, and you're going to start losing control. Don't get me wrong. In my personal life, I like my peace and quiet, but as a businesswoman and an entrepreneur, I know the power. I know the power of a union. Teamwork make the dream work, Shauna, huh? My sister said that. I used to go to all my daughter's games and say, teamwork make the dream work. I'd be all hyped up. I had the girls hyped up. I didn't come to their stuff. They'd be like, where was you, Miss Hamilton? I ain't missing the next game. Teamwork make the dream work. In your business life, you gotta have a team. This is detrimental to everybody's financial health. I'm going to leave in the description a video that I seen, I don't know if it was last night or the night before, because I think America is in the now about our situation, where we're at. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. I'm going to put it right at the top. I want you guys to, matter of fact, I'm going to put 5 hearts by it. Click that link. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about, but I think America is in the now on where we stand with our financial situation. Leave in the comment what you think about this video after you watch it. And you're saying, why would I direct somebody? I want us to understand where we are. America, that's what it's about, right? The American dream. I just had one of my babies, my baby. I love you, Teresa. She had left on Facebook that she said, I'm tired of the U.S. She's like, I'm tired, I'm done. She's like, she's thinking about leaving. And she was talking about how everything is just tax. America is not going to be the way it used to be. This is a young, beautiful, bright lady. I love her because I love her. I've known her most of her life, but I also love her because she take care of her mom. You take care of your mom, you're a boss to me. But the woman who carries you inside of her body and you take the time out of your life, I'm busy with my kids, I'm busy with work, and you stop and you take care of your mom, the person who carries you in her body, you are a boss to me. And I wish any and everybody who does that the best of everything. I hope that you have great health, great wealth, that you prosper on levels that you never could even imagine. All the great books tell you, honor thy mother and thy father. So I want to say that to you, Teresa. I appreciate you taking care of Auntie. I love you for that. And I agree with you. A lot of people are leaving the United States. Tell me what you think about that, you guys. Are you going to ride it out? Are you going to say, I can struggle in paradise with my feet in the sand? Let me know what you guys think about leaving the United States. Is this an option for you? Have you thought about this? Are you going to stay and you're going to go through the ups and downs, like in the relationship? A lot of people say, oh, well, we've been through the storm and we done been through the struggle. I hear a lot of people say that, and I'm like, is that really a relationship? If you're just struggling all the time, do you have the right to know that there's something different? So I want to know what you guys' thoughts is. Thank you for sharing that with us, Teresa, about you wanting to leave. And I thank you so much, Teresa, for bringing that up. That is important for us to know that we have options, right? We don't have to stay and struggle with nobody. Why? This may be all that I know. I may not know anything else. I may be ignorant to another country living outside of the United States. So when I was saying the struggle, staying in a relationship, we done been through hell together. We done been through everything. He done cheated on me. He done dogged me out. She done had a baby on me. Is that your relationship with the United States? You're so used to struggle that you can't fathom anything else? So that is powerful what she talked about and what she put on there. And I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts on that. The middle class not having the purchase power as these big companies. What do you feel like is going to happen to the middle class purchasing property. We all know that you can't compete with Amazon and Microsoft. Don't forget, you guys, to check out my foreclosure video. We're going to have a lot of foreclosures. And let me just repeat this. Let me just retract. I want you to watch the foreclosure video. I got my license in 2004. I became my own broker, owning my own brokerage company in 2006. And then 2008 came. Foreclosures. We've seen something like this before. We're not sure if it's going to be exactly like it, but this is my second time. So I'm prepared for it, and I want you to be prepared for it. I want you to check out my foreclosure video. I know a lot about foreclosures. If you have started receiving a notice of default, foreclosure notices, contact me and let me know. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I've been through a foreclosure process. It's not cute. I don't want you to feel any type of way about it. I don't want you to feel like you're a bad person. That's not the case. So talk to me. With the foreclosures, you guys, you got to get creative. If you know you're losing your place, don't wait until your pants are all the way around your ankles and you're out like a thong. There are options. Just because you don't know about the options don't mean that they're illegal. It is called creative financing. Remember Carl Sheets or whatever his name was? He had a program like this many, many years ago. You had to read everything, which was good because we need to read instead of listening to the audio. I think you get it a little bit more when it's in books. He had the audio, he had the books. All the people bought it. The programs, you could return them, and a lot of us didn't do nothing with them. But creative financing is real, and a lot of that is going to happen because you're not going to be able to go to a traditional bank and get a loan. Even if you have been pre-qualified before, things have changed. Within the last 90 days, things have changed. People that are losing their homes, do your due diligence. There's no reason for you to be like, oh, that's a scam. You can go right on any YouTube. I always tell people who do business with me and are not familiar with it, I sent them to my YouTube video when I lost my property so they can understand. I understand. I know what to do. I know what not to do. I also encourage them, have your attorney call me. When you're getting creative, you have to deal with people's mortgage companies anyway. Have your mortgage company call me. Don't go underwater without even enough to move. So if you can get the help, get the help. If you don't feel like it's right, do your due diligence. Do your research. Put a face to the people that you're doing business with. Don't complain. Stop finding the negativity in the help. If it feels right and you're comfortable with the person, move forward so you can be in a better situation. Get educated. Talk to people that are willing to educate you during the process. But the worst thing you can do is pretend like it doesn't exist. I want to share with you guys really quickly. Oh my God. I always talk about what go around, come around. Be kind to someone, find someone to be kind to. What goes around, comes around. And when I say that, I mean that. Now, I was taking my neighbor something. I love my neighbor. I really do. And I was like, you got something for me? I was like, I'm coming to bring you something. And she bought me this beautiful, beautiful shawl. Oh my God, it's nice and warm. And I was like, oh. It wraps around. I could even, it's so long and so full. I could wear it as a dress, or I could wear it around my shoulders. But did you hear what I just said? I was going to take her something, and it's a gift, but it wasn't a gift. It was some things it was some information that she needed, that I felt like she needed. I said she needs for me to get this information to her. This is her first year with her business, and I felt like that was important to give her the heads up on some of the things that she's going to face so far as getting her taxes together. So I said, let me get her these forms, because I also put in a video, you guys, to get familiar with the Schedule C, the 1040 ES, the Schedule SE. Get familiar with those forms. It's in one of my videos. I left it in the description. I think I added the Schedule C to most of my videos for you entrepreneurs. But I was taking the information over to her. I had printed it out, and I said, my baby needs this stuff. She needs to get familiar with these forms. She doesn't need to be blindsided. But I I was just doing that for her and her husband. And then she come popping up. Y'all know I'm a crybaby. I was like, so holding you up, never holding you down. Because what goes around comes back around. It does, you guys. I ain't just saying this because I ain't got nothing better to do. It's the truth. Find somebody to be kind to, even if that someone is you. So be it, and so it is. Health for you, wealth for you, prosperity, love, kindness, and blessings. Until next time, I love you guys.